Hello, hello. I designed this practice to offer some relief to the lower back and a good deep stretch for office workers. This will be about a 40-minute flow. We're going to dive right on in. Just some general housekeeping before practice. As a little reminder, I'm not in the room with you, so if you do feel pain, please do not take the posture. Also, will be doing my best to cue if anything is unclear. This is why I'm going to be demonstrating throughout the whole practice while also giving verbal cueing. We're going to begin this practice at the top of our mats, standing tall. We're going to begin in Samastitihi, mountain pose. Feet or big toes touching, maybe a little bit of separation at the heels or feet at hips distance. I like to begin with just a few kind words by Este Tones, Zola Dubnikova. Here and now, before earth and sky we stand. We feel the blessings of your infinite love in our bones, in our blood, in our breath, in our hearts. We open our eyes to see beyond what we have seen before. We open our ears to hear beyond what we have heard before. Beyond limitation, beyond the beyond. We feel a new story emerging from ourselves and rippling out into our lucid bodies, as waves of love remind us of who we really are, dissolving us into what we have always meant to be. And the layers between us and who we are meant to be fade away, and suddenly we realize we are all we have dreamed we could be, to see without eyes, to walk without feet, and to fly without wings. This is my prayer to you. With an inhalation, arms reach up and overhead, palms touch, gaze to the thumbs, strong. We feel the abdomen engage as we reach just a little bit taller. Exhaling, we dive deep, forward fold, palms push against the earth, or maybe palms against the thighs. We inhale and halfway lift, spine grows long. Exhaling, diving just a little bit deeper, we forward fold. Whenever we're ready, right foot steps back, knee drops, palm to thigh, our arms reaching up to the sky. We open our hearts. Exhaling, palms frame the left foot. We step back, plank, lowering knees, chin and chest, or because this is a shorter flow, diving right into Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhaling, we lift to our back bend of choice, baby cobra, or maybe upward facing dog. Exhaling, we roll over the feet, downward facing dog for 5 breaths. Feeling the strength in the legs, maybe working the heels in movement or finding stillness right off the bat. We're here for 3 more rounds. Gaze to the thumbs, right foot comes forward, left knee drops. Again, palm to thigh, our arms reaching up, we open our hearts. Exhaling, palms frame the feet, fun challenge. We try and bring big toes to touch, forward fold. Inhaling, we halfway lift, palms maybe to shins or thighs, spine is growing long. Exhaling, diving back down. Rooting and rising, we reach palms up and overhead, gaze beyond the thumb. Exhaling, Samastitihi. We repeat on the left side. Inhaling, arms reach up. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, this time left foot steps back, knee drops, palm to thigh or arms reaching up. Exhaling, framing the foot, stepping back, holding in plank. Again, knees, chin and chest, or lowering Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhaling to your back bend of choice. Exhaling, down dog, 5 breaths. Throughout this practice, if you ever feel like downward facing dog is too much, knowing a child's pose is a perfect place to be. Honoring the body, honoring the practice. We're here 3 more breaths. Left foot steps forward, right knee lowers. Palm to thigh or arms reaching high. Exhaling, fun challenge. We step right foot up to meet left, forward fold. Inhaling, we halfway lift. Exhaling, we surrender back down. We root and rise, Samasthiti. First reaching palms up. Exhaling, framing those hips. Let's continue to grow this practice. Inhaling, arms reach up. This time we're going to lower palms to heart center. Feeling the feet. Driving those heels, all four corners. Whenever we're ready, slowly beginning to put the weight in that left foot. We're going to take our palm and maybe wrap it around the knee, or maybe a peace finger bind around big right toe. Holding here just for 3, 2, and 1. Exhaling. Can we bring palms to hips and begin driving out of that right heel? We take a half bend forward, finding our flying warrior, or warrior 3. Gazes to the floor, spine is long, core is engaged. If we weeble and wobble, that's okay. I'm doing this practice without my glasses, but it's human. We're all human. We're here for 2 more breaths. Whenever we're ready, lowering that right foot down, foot at a 45-degree angle, heel to heel alignment, warrior 1. Palms frame the ears, or if we can, we tuck the pelvic bowl, engage the core. Head sneaks behind the arms, we gaze towards the thumbs. Maybe diving a bit deeper as you find comfort. Shoulders away from the ears. We're here for 3, for 2, and 1. Hips open to the long edge of our mat. Now back foot's in line with the short edge. Arms reaching forward, warrior 2, strong and proud. Fingers gazing out, reaching strong. Just 2 more breaths, you got this, you're strong, you can do it. Maybe even diving a bit deeper. And whenever we're ready, we're gonna straighten that left leg. Left arm reaches forward until we can no more. Awesome place for blocks as we perform Trikasana. Maybe resting palm to block, or that peace finger bind around left big toe. Right arm reaches right up to the ceiling, gaze follows the thumbs. If this point of drishti is too much, gaze can also be to the floor as you familiarize yourself with the place. Whenever we're ready, we're rooting and rising. Strong feet, strong legs. Diving back into our warrior 2. Holding here just for 3 breaths this time. I'm a little eager beaver for my chaturanga dandasana. Whenever we're ready, cartwheeling down, we can step or slide left foot back to downward facing dog. We're gonna go to plank. Left leg can be lowered or lifted depending on how much energy you'd like to expel. And we hug elbows in and we open up to our back bend of choice. Inhaling back to down dog. We're here 5 breaths. Gaze to the thumbs. We can take as many steps as we'd like, or maybe exploring a fun little hop. We make our way to the top of the mat, exhaling down to forward fold. Palms to thighs, shins, or on the floor, we inhale and halfway lift, holding here for 3 breaths. Palms to hips, let's root and rise, inhaling arms up and overhead. Exhaling, Samastitihi, mountain pose. Inhaling, arms reach up and overhead. We grow the spine long. Exhaling to heart center. We again find the 4 corners of the feet, maybe rock a little bit. And whenever we're ready, we start rooting down through that right leg. And eventually catch that left knee, or again, peace finger bind to left big toe. Holding and breathing here. Whenever we're ready, palms to heart center, or my preference, palms to hips. We begin to fold and gaze towards the floor. That left heel drives back. Warrior 3 or flying warrior for 5 breaths. Again, if we wobble, we're just human. No here. That's the fun of actually at home practice. No judgment. Just remembering to point those toes to the floor, feel the strength. We're here 2 more breaths. Exhaling, left foot falls, 45-degree angle, hips facing forward, arms reaching up. Warrior 1. Maybe gazing towards the thumbs, inviting just a gentle back bend. Exhaling, back left foot in line with short edge of our mat, hips in line with the long edge of our mat, warrior 2. Seeing if we can dive a bit deeper, invite some warmth, burning away any excessive energy, any negative thought. More breaths, you've got this. Maybe taking a moment, diving a bit deeper, inviting a gentle smile, having fun with the moment. Whenever we're ready, right leg straightens this time. We inhale, exhaling, reaching forward until we can no more. Maybe palm to block, or right finger bind around the big toe. Heart opens, gaze to the floor, or drishti to the thumb. More breath, you got this. Strong legs, we root and rise back into our warrior 2. Just 3 breaths. Maybe diving a bit deeper. And whenever we're ready, cartwheeling down, we step or slide that right foot back. Find our high plank, right leg can be lowered or lifted, lowering Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhaling to our back bend of choice. Exhaling, down dog, 5 breaths. Whenever we're ready, gaze comes to the thumbs. We can step, or with an inhalation, we hop to the top of our mat. Exhaling, we forward fold. Here for 3 breaths. Palms to thighs, shins, or the earth. We straighten our spine, gaze forward, looking at the tip of our nose. Again, we're here in this half lift, 3 breaths. Bringing palms to hips, we inhale and rise. Arms reach up and overhead, palms to touch, gazing beyond the thumbs. Exhaling, Samasthiti, mountain pose. Hopefully feeling a little bit more. Let's continue to find that energy. Inhaling, arms reach up. Exhaling, palms to heart center. We're gonna put our weight down in that left foot. Inhale, taking a step back. Arms maybe to the length of fingers. Toes are in line with the short edges of our mat. Hips in line with the long edge. Palms to our hips. We inhale and open the heart. Exhaling, we're gonna draw the chin forward and down. Gaze follows. Exhaling to this wide-legged forward fold. Palms can stay on hips, or palms beneath the shoulders, elbows in line with knees. Head grows heavy as we sink it towards the floor, a deep stretch. Walking our palms forward and beneath our shoulders, we inhale and halfway lift. Gaze to the tip of the nose or directly beyond. Strong arms, straight back. One more breath here, you got this. Whenever we're ready, walking our palms back in towards our hips, we inhale and rise. Arms reach up. Exhaling, palms to heart center. We're gonna check our feet. Make sure that they're feeling sturdy. We're on the knife's edge, pushing deep, strong legs. We're gonna take this to a secondary variation. Inhaling, arms reach up and overhead. Exhaling, palms to hips. We take the gaze to the ceiling. We draw that chin forward. And once we find the comfort, we allow the head to find its way towards the floor. Palms this time can stay on hips. Palms can return beneath those knees. Elbows stacked. Or we can take a bind behind the back, draw those shoulder blades together, and see if it allows us to sink just a little bit deeper. Again, we're here for about 5 breaths. If palms are bound behind the back, returning them to the hips, we inhale and halfway lift. Strong legs, strong core. Seeing if we can hold here for one more full breath cycle. If this is too much, palms to the earth as well, or palms to blocks. And whenever we're ready, let's rise up. Arms reach up and overhead. Exhaling, palms to heart center. And whenever we're ready, can we step or hop feet together? We're slowly going to lower down onto our buttocks. Palms behind the legs. We're just going to drive the heels and then point the toes. Doing this for about 5 to 10 rounds. Whatever feels right. This will just help prevent any cramping in the legs as we explore our boat pose. Whenever we're ready, inhaling, we're just going to begin with the right leg. Left foot can be firmly planted, heel can be driven. Seeing if we can lift, and then lower. Switching between the legs. We repeat 5 times to each side. That's 2. That's 3. And I should also mention, lifting legs halfway is the same as pointing the toe and lifting. It's all in the effort you can exert today. Worry not about what the shape looks like, instead the sensation within the body. One more round if we can. You've got this, you're strong. And then we get a little bit of fun play time. Palms staying behind the thighs. Let's rock up and down that spinal column. Again, maybe 5 to 10 rocks. If this feels amazing, I feel like I could spend my entire practice just doing this. Staying here as long as you feel comfortable. But we're going to accept a fun little challenge. When we make it to our final rock, we can keep palms behind the thighs or lowering down to hips. We're going to hold in boat for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Exhaling, can we cross those ankles? Maybe a fun little move here, just rocking forward. We meet in a stable table. Palms beneath our shoulders, knees beneath our hips. We begin our cat-cows. Inhaling, gaze lifts to the ceiling. Exhaling, we ripple through each and every vertebrae. Seeing if we can just move in this traditional cat-cow for our first few rounds. Finding a center in the spine. And whenever we're ready, we have about 5 more full breath cycles here. Just getting explorative, moving the spinal column in the ways that feel right. A few in one direction, and then a few in the opposite. No hurries, no worries. Just taking the time to be here and now. Whenever we're ready, we're going to turn our fingertips towards our thighs. And we're going to see if we can return to our cat-cows. This will be a deep forearm stretch. The shape probably won't be as full as the traditional cat-cows. We're really looking to feel that deep stretch in our forearms, releasing all that typing, all that resting on the desk, that hard work that you do, letting it go and finding new openness. One more round, if we can, working those vertebrae, oxygenating that synovial fluid, while simultaneously massaging wrists and forearms. And whenever we're ready, we'll turn our palms back towards our thighs. We're going to be going into a pretty intense posture. Hips towards heels. So if your knees present issues, double folding, triple folding, quadruple folding, you can't do too much padding for our knees. We're gonna meet here, hips on top of heels, just allowing those palms to find the thighs. And we start noticing that spinal column. My favorite cue ever. Imagining that gentle strain pulling the spine long, you'll feel those vertebrae open up and grow just a little bit taller. And now we're going to elevate this practice slightly, adding the intensity. We're going to see if we can rock forward, finding our broken toe pose, tucking those toes underneath our feet, making sure to reach back and find those pinkies touching the ground. Staying here, if this is too intense, we can lift those hips on top of the knees, still feeling the strength in those toes. Working into the fascia of the feet, that's the base of our network. We've done great work to open up those hamstrings, which often do contribute to our lower back pain. So we're just trying to make sure that we got all those legs nice and open from base all the way to hips, holding wherever we feel comfortable. Now, if hips were lifted, you'll stay exactly where you are. I will demonstrate this with blocks just because it's an intense back bend. We'll be working into our camel pose. Toes can stay tucked, or if you find comfort and you're familiar with the posture, you can untuck the toes. We'll just begin with some half camel. Hands in our pockets, towards our buttocks or our lower back. We're not really using them to push against the body. We're just allowing them to open the shoulders, draw those elbows together, heart shines. This is a heart opener, a deep back stretch. Holding here just for 3, for 2, and 1. Let's counter that pose, lowering down into a child's pose, either with palms extended forward, or more traditionally, palms reaching towards those heels, hips trying to draw towards the heels, third eye resting towards the floor. Feeling that deep release as the spinal column gets to melt on top of the thighs. An inhale allows us to lift back into our seated posture, maybe drawing those blocks beneath our palms. Inhaling, can we reach those hips forward? This time we're going to see if we can rest our palms towards blocks, or with toes tucked, maybe taking the step to reach our palms towards those lifted heels, or if you're familiar with the posture, lowering those feet to the top of the mat. We're going to see if we can inhale, left arm reaches up and back. Really noticing how this helps support the chest, feel that engagement. That right hand isn't just dropping its weight, we're using it to support this deep back bend. Holding here for 3, for 2, and 1. Left palm returns. Whenever we're ready, with an inhalation, can we draw up and forward? Exhaling, hips settle. We're not going to fall forward. I don't want to counter too much. Just holding here, seeing if you can now feel the straight spine. After we complete our right side, we will then forward fold again. We have one more camel variation to go. Again, rising up, toes can be tucked. If you found that was too intense on your back, it's okay. Just returning to that first place that we explored. I should have also mentioned that the first time. But regardless, we're gonna try and maybe bring palms towards the blocks, palms onto the heels, wherever we're at today. Finding first the strength in our full camel, and then inhaling, this time right arm reaches up and we explore that half variation. Holding and breathing here. If the breath cannot be full, I would suggest rolling back. Our breath is often a great signifier of the comfort we have in our postures. Making sure we're doing that deep belly breathing. One more breath if you can. With an inhalation, we rise. And with an exhalation, this time big toes come to touch. We can remove the blocks, knees can draw wide. We're gonna fold into an extended child's pose. If a traditional child's pose felt amazing, returning to that place. If not, we allow the chest now to fall between the thighs. Arms can begin to reach forward. We continue to push into the palms just like we did in our downward facing dog. Stretching that back out. Whenever we're ready, after our 5 full breaths, we're gonna see if we can lower our forearms, walk our knees back, allow our hips to settle. We're gonna walk elbows beneath shoulders, palms for good measure. We just kind of grab them, tuck them in. We're finding our Sphinx pose. Again, another back bend. So noticing the lower back here, not forcing anything. If feet are hips distance, we're gonna try and work big toes to touch, but this is also a great place to be if you do notice lower back pain. That offers a little bit of relief. If we can, big toes come to touch. Holding here, I'll just offer a variation for those who are familiar with back bends. Maybe working into a seal pose, straightened arms, chest lifts, gaze can follow. We curve the spine. Holding and breathing just for 3, for 2, and 1. Exhaling, we lower all the way, palms stack. We allow that spine to rest nice and straight. Third eye resting, big toes touching, your feet hips distance, whatever feels better on your lower back. We raise the gaze, our arms will reach beside our hips, chin will tuck. Finding comfort here. This is already a lot on your body. Beautiful place to be. Staying right here. If we can, we're gonna try and lift the chest, raise the arms. We're making our way to locust pose. Seeing now if we can lift the legs, hugging those glutes together, feeling strength in the legs. We hold here for 5 breaths. Strong and steady. Pushing that pelvic bowl to the floor. Just 2 more breaths. You got this. You can do it. Maybe inviting in that shape. And exhaling. We're going to return to our neutral spine. I wish I had a more poetic way of putting this, but we're just going to turn our bodies. We're on our backside. Finding our way into a neutral spine. Maybe walking those feet a little bit wider, allowing the nice edge to meet the floor. We can take a quick shavasana. We had our tummy time, now enjoying a little bit of neutralization with the support of the floor beneath us. Ready. Slowly walking those heels towards the buttocks, fingertips reaching towards the heels. I'll just move this out of the way so you guys can see. We're going to try and curl up nice and tight. We're making our way into a bridge pose. Inhaling, can we drive those hips up? Exhaling, can we massage out that full spine? That full back, this should feel really good. We'll be doing this about 5 times. Again, if it feels amazing, instead of holding, you can just explore these hips thrusts. Remembering we're working to open the heart. Making sure, just to protect those shoulders, that shoulder blades are falling into their sockets. This gentle chin tuck is an amazing massage for the thyroid. We got 1 more round to go before we invite a hold. I have 2 options for you here today. If you're ready to dive on deep, we've warmed up the back. We can either take Chakrasana, or we're gonna go into our bridge lift. But regardless, we have to lift into our bridge. We can also continue maintaining that vertebrae massage. Inhaling, we drive the hips. We reach those arms towards the heels. We can stay here. We can tuck those shoulder blades, bind those palms, reaching towards the heels, seeing if our hips can lift a little higher. Or if we wanted to explore that wheel pose, we lift first into bridge. Palms beneath the shoulders, and we shine our heart forward, feeling that deep stretch in the upper back. We can walk our feet together if we like more sensation. Driving those hips, holding here, 5 full breaths. And with an exhalation, either lowering hips or bending elbows, crown comes to the floor, and then we massage out those vertebrae. We're going to take an opportunity here. Palms beneath those hips, maybe in a shape of a triangle, or maybe just reaching the side. We drive those heels up and into the sky. We use the weight of the legs to massage the lower back. If you feel comfortable and would like to work into the upper back as well, just reaching those arms towards the legs. You can even reach towards the toes, lifting and melting those shoulders. Wherever we're at, maybe just seeing if we can find stillness for 2 breaths. And whenever we're ready, right knee into the chest, just like before. Left heel drives onto the floor. We're going to our supine twist. Left palm to the right knee. We drag it across the body. Gaze is up and towards the ceiling. Most important, both shoulders are in contact with the earth. Maybe a block beneath the knee, maybe a bolster. And if we can, taking the twist through our full spinal column, gazing beyond those right fingertips. Whenever we're ready, hugging that right knee back into the chest. We're gonna do a half happy baby. Reaching for those big toes. Left palm towards that hip. We feel that deep stretch in that right hip. Opening it up, massaging the lower back, the hip flexors. Feeling that nice stretch. Left toes are active. We're reaching through the right heel, through the left heel, ensuring that we're strengthening the body as well as stretching. Keeping this a little bit safer, just for 3, for 2, and 1. Let's return both legs up and into the ceiling. Maybe lifting those hips, just ensuring they're in the center of our mat. We can do a few rocks just to massage out that lower back. Slowly now, left knee to chest, right leg extends long. Right palm to left knee, we find the supine twist on the opposite side. Bringing out that spinal column and lower organs. Like a dirty dishcloth, we let go of the past, everything that no longer serves. Gazes to the ceiling, or if we can, full twist through the spine, gazing beyond that left shoulder. Most importantly here though, both shoulders are in contact with the earth. Our inhalation eventually guides our gaze back to center. Our left knee into chest, holding here, or maybe exploring bringing that foot to the left palm, a half happy baby. Right toes engaged, we drive through the heel, right palm onto right hip, and we feel that deep stretch. Holding and breathing. Try and return those feet up into the sky, hips to the center. This time we're not gonna hold. Exhaling, lowering down, sinking into our full shavasana. Palms can reach up, palms can be down. Noticing the support, honoring this space, honoring the letting go. Recognizing that we're just trying to find comfort in our body. honoring the here and now, having faith in yourself to see beyond, noticing that infinite potential. And whenever we're ready, with an inhalation, wiggle to those fingers and toes, coming back into the body. And we're going to slowly make our way to arms stretched, big body stretch from toes through to fingers, all the way through that spine, and with an exhalation to our fetal pose. Staying here as long as we'd like. Eventually we will rise into a comfortable seat, and just so I stay in time with the promise, about 40 minutes. Coming into a comfortable seat of your choosing, palms to the tops of knees. We're going to inhale through the nose, finishing this practice off with one Om. Hopefully with the reverberation through the chest, you feel your spine settle, palms to heart center, Hari Om. I wish you peace in mind, body, and spirit. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.